do. We are going to start by making the pumpkin pie. And yes, I'm aware I have a towel here. My oven has a vent hole underneath this burner. I have my towel tucked underneath that pan so that it can help the rolls rise. And then they're going to put on the counter oven that I have. But for now, we're going to make the pumpkin pie. And it says to bring to a boil the package, which is right here. Oh my, that smells amazing. Look at all those seasonings. So it says to bring to boil the package. Can you see all those seasonings? Look at that. How amazing. Everything all together in one. With 1 cup of milk.
All I smell is cinnamon.
Yeah, the cinnamon and clove are really strong in it, but it smells really good. I think I smell a little bit of the allspice too. So we're just going to bring this to a boil. So 1 cup of milk. It says coconut milk, but I'm just using my lactose-free milk. You don't have to use the coconut milk. The coconut milk will just help it thicken up a little bit better. But it'll also thicken up when you put the pumpkin in it. And then it calls for 1 can, but I pulled out 2 to be on the safe side. So we're going to turn this on, and we're going to go about medium. And it says to whisk this until bring it to a boil. Bring it to a rolling boil, it says. Because it says make the filling with 3.5 cups of the in the multi-purpose pot. So it's going to be a total of 3.5 cups. And then you can put it in your pie plate. I'm probably going to have leftovers because this is a small pie. But that's okay. It says whisk the mix with 1 can of light coconut milk. So even if it's light, it would still be running like this. So I'm okay using my milk, which actually smells amazing. And then bring to a boil over a medium-high heat, stirring frequently. Immediately remove from heat. Add 1 can, 14-ounce can of pumpkin puree. Whisk until combined. To assemble, pour into a 9-inch prepared graham pie shell or pre-bake pie crust. So I need to get my pie crust baking because this just goes in the fridge after this. And it sets up. So that is amazing. It helps if I read it correctly. So I got to get my pie crust baking. So I will be back once I put that in on the counter oven. Okay, this has not come to a boil yet, but you can see it's thickened up. This is going to be a delicious pie. This smells amazing. It smells like you can drink it as it is right now. But I'm getting ready to open the can of pumpkin. And I was going in here for something. I lost my train of thought of what I was doing.
You had no train of thought.
It's okay. I was getting in the fridge for something. I don't remember what. So you see this is thickening up just perfectly. You've got to bring it to a boil. And our pie crust is going to take about 10 minutes to cook over there. And so both will be warm when we go to put everything together. Oh, I was going to get the already thawed pumpkin. I'll grab it. I knew what I was going to do.
Well, you know?
Yeah. So instead of the 2 cans, I have a half a can of pumpkin pie right here. And then I'll use this one. So I'll use those 2. So I don't need that one. Okay, we're starting to come to a boil. Not quite to a boil yet. So you can see it's thickening up. It looks kind of like a pudding. That's what you want. Go ahead. I know you want to. He's embarrassing himself. He wants to be funny.
Shut up.
Okay. You can see that's at a roaring boil now. So now we're going to turn it off.
The only reason why I'm keeping my face out there is because of the freaking heat.
Yeah. And then we're going to get a spoon. We're going to scrape all this one in there. Oh my. I love the smell of pumpkin. There's just something about it. We're going to hold on to that bowl just in case we don't use all of this pumpkin. And then we're going to mix all that in. And it's going to thicken up as it mixes. And then I want a little bit more pumpkin. So what I don't use of this, I will use in the biscuits. Because I plan on making the biscuits today as well. Yes, we're going to have rolls and biscuits because I just figured, hey, why not? And I'm not really measuring how much pumpkin I put in there. I'm just putting it in. That is about 1 full can. So I used basically a full can. So we'll stir that in and see if I need to add more. And you want it to all mix in together. I know it's going to look funny, but I'm making it per the directions.
Okay, I know you said full can, but I heard Spokane.
No, I did not say Spokane. As you see, this is thickening up. Look at how beautifully this is thickening up. And then it's going to set up perfectly in the fridge when you actually go to do it. And it smells amazing. Okay. That is the perfect amount of pumpkin. So I did basically about 1.5 cans of pumpkin. Did you want some?
No.
I was going to dip a spoon and try it. I know it's going to be warm.
And I'm moving away from over there.
Oh, wow. That is good.
I'll have that when it's cold.
And it's not even set up and done yet. That is good. So now we're going to wait for our pie crust, and I'm going to pour it into the pie crust. So I'll be back when that is ready. That's my alarm for the pie crust. I've already pulled it out. Now we're going to take our pumpkin pie filling. Look at how much this is thickened up. And it's just going to thicken up even more as it cools. And we're going to pour what we can into our pie tray. And yes, I pre-cooked my crust. I cooked it for 10 minutes per the directions on the package. It suggests to use graham cracker crust, but I just used a normal crust. And this looks like it's going to be the perfect amount. How amazing! And it smells wonderful. And as you saw earlier, I did try it. Okay, let me gently set that down in the sink. Then we're just going to smooth this around in here. A wonderful pumpkin pie. There is no way that you can screw up this pie. And you notice I didn't use the coconut milk as suggested. I used my own milk, my lactose-free milk. I'm going to get all that off the top of my spoon. So there we go. And my pie crust is still a little hot because it just came out. But there is the pumpkin pie. Now we're going to put it in the fridge and let it cool and set up, and then I will cover it with foil and let it be until tomorrow. A delicious pumpkin pie. Yum!